All right, well, hello everyone. Thank you for joining today. We have Kian Gums, who is joining us from Baltimore today. And he is going to present the fantastic. I had a chance to look through his coloring with or emotions through coloring workbook and everything, and I'm excited for him to have this opportunity to share with you. So go ahead and take it away, Kian.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Kian Gums. I am the author of the Emotions Through Coloring with Darnel and Dionne coloring book. Just want to welcome you all here today. Just to get started, if you can write in the chat, just how what emotion you're feeling today. Just write down happy, sad, you don't know, whatever it is. Just it's perfectly fine. And that's one of the main reasons why we did create this coloring book. Um, so just take a few seconds here to let you all write in the chat how you're feeling. Satisfied. I like that. All right. So the main objectives of why we're here today, the purpose of this webinar is to go over the overview of the coloring book and also explore ways to use it in educational and therapeutic settings. I am the author. My name is Kian Gums. I am the Next Gen Program Manager here at the Y in Central Maryland. I currently work at the school Reginald F. Lewis High School, where I work with kids from 9th grade to 12th. With college and career readiness. Right now, I have about 50 students. We just had a career fair today. About 7 of my students were accepted right on site today, which is very great for them and for me, just to see their faces that one thing was just knocked off their list about college education and everything. I am the creator behind this Emotions Through Coloring with Darnel and Dionne coloring book. You can see right here. And why is developing emotional intelligence important for the students? I believe emotional intelligence is important for the students because it builds relationships with family and friends. It helps students cope with difficult emotions that they're going through, and also enhances their academic and social success because they know exactly how they're feeling. This is the actual coloring book right here. This is Darnel and Dionne. As you can see, that's the cover. It was illustrated by Jules Fernandez. Let me tell you, I gave her what I wanted through, what the characters to look like. And honestly, she came back in one take with these. In the reference of my favorite rapper, Jay-Z, you call him One Take Hove. This is One Take Jules. She created everything in one take. I didn't make not one change since I was very satisfied with everything that she did. As you look at the back cover, it's 30 pages of fun coloring, creativity to help explore feelings and emotions. It's great for all skill levels. You can color pages. There is a section in the book where you can actually write and draw how you actually feel. I've used this book with kids from the age of 5 to about 18. This is great for kids for the birthday parties, holidays, any day. For teaching the coloring book at home, classrooms, after school programs, churches, daycare. So this coloring book is well-rounded, can be used anywhere. The story behind Darnel and Dionne. So the two characters represent everyday students today that express that to help them understand and express their manage their emotions in a healthy way. It's more personal for me because I had an accident a few years ago, and during that time, I wasn't able to work. I wasn't even see my daughter. I wasn't able to drive. And I was going through just a bunch of emotions and mentally that I didn't even know what was going on with my own self. And me even still working in the field of doing PRP work, psychiatric rehabilitation work in the community and working with kids, we can still help everybody else, but unless we help ourselves, we can't really help everybody. And at that time, I was going to create something different. I was going to create like a word search or something during that time. But I decided to create two characters and have them relate to kids so that we can have a real conversation about mental health and erasing the stigma, that's the bad stigma that's behind mental health in the communities that we do serve and all around the world. So during that time, I had a great person around me who was able to help me and navigate my feelings and help me get this out. So I really just want to salute them at this time as well. So the purpose of this book, is emotional, like I said, is emotional intelligence, encourage self-expression through creativity, and just providing a safe tool for discussing feelings. Now, the way to use this book in classrooms, you can do it as morning meetings, morning SEL lessons, reflection activities after conflicts happen. You also do group discussions with about emotions with not only your students in your group. You can be an after school program. You can use this with your sports teams because there's a lot of emotions that happen in sports that the kids don't even talk about there as well. So, and for counseling situations, you can use icebreakers, identify and label emotions, and you can practice coping strategies with your clients through art. And as far as youth programs and after school recreation centers, team building, self reflection exercises, and group color and circles for open dialogue. This is a connection for self competency, self awareness, self management, social awareness, relationship skills, responsible decision making. I believe that this book is very it's going to be a really good resource for anybody that picks up this book. Activities and discussions. You can color your current feelings, different exercises. You can create your own matching game with the draw how you feel page. Group storytelling using characters and emotions. Just a quick story. I used this book. It looks like it's an elementary middle school book, but I used it with high school kids. And I had one high school student use the draw how you feel page. And on his page, he had some bullet holes. He had a, a sweet tea. He had clouds. And I was like, well, what does this mean to you? And he said, well, every day is a cloud over my neighborhood. I never know if I'm going to make it out my neighborhood with the bullet hole, but I always thought life would be sweet. And that's where the sweet tea came in at. And he really appreciated that because he was able to get his emotions out. And he said, no matter what's going on in my neighborhood, I'm definitely going to get out of here. So I know at some point life will be sweet for me. So, I mean, you can use this for anybody. The measuring impact, you do post activity reflection sheets. I actually created a lesson plan for this coloring book as well, which can be purchased separately from the coloring book. I do also that you could purchase in a bulk order where depending on how much you purchase, how many books you purchase, I can give you the lesson plan for free. But teacher and counsel observations, student journals, emotion logs for this book. And then real time feedback. It's I've gotten this book into a couple different schools in Baltimore City. It's in a couple schools in DC, few schools in New Jersey. A couple mental health clinics have used it. So just a couple live feedbacks I got from a fourth grader here. It says, help me talk about my feelings I didn't know I had and I didn't know how to say. For a social emotional learning school counselor, an easy, engaging way to teach the kids social emotional learning. And my expanding this movement is very important to me. My mission is to get this book everywhere. I would love to have every kid have this opportunity to have this book. I believe social emotional learning is very, very, very important. I'm actually a part of the social emotional learning day that happens every year. I'm signed up with that. So social emotional learning is very, very important to me, especially I'm also a girls basketball high school coach as well. So dealing with those 17 different personalities is also a lot. So I like to use the book with them as well. And how do you get involved? You get involved by ordering your copies. You can host a workshop with me. You can share with other educators and parents. And we're at the end. I mean, do you have any questions? I just want to say thank you very much for joining today. So I'm going to open the floor to everybody that's in here.
Kian, I didn't have any questions, but I just wanted to express, like, when I was looking through, I love that there are pages that have, like, your characters on the one side and kind of that prompt, and then that second page is just that blank page that lets them, do whatever they want. So they could do that guiding coloring if they needed that guided side to, color in these characters and stuff like that. But then there's also that other page that sort of leaves that free drawing for them, however, whatever emotion they're experiencing and everything. So I really appreciate that there's kind of both of those in there.
So just to give you a preview, I can give you a preview of the pages. Look at here. I'll show you what it looks like. So this is one of the pages in the book here. It shows Darnel and Dionne that they're actually happy. So you can color them. And then the page on the opposite page, it's a draw how you feel page. So that way the kids can express how they're feeling, through drawing, through journaling, whatever they would like to do throughout that day.
Yeah, I just really appreciate the open-endedness of it and everything too. Yeah.
And I also have my contact page here. This is my cell phone number. Feel free to text me call me. My phone is always on me. On Instagram, we are Darnel and Dionne. That's Darnel with one L, Darnel and AND, Dionne, Dionne. And website to purchase is www.darnelanddion.com. If you have any questions before purchasing, please feel free to reach out to me via text, or you can call me.
Yeah, fantastic. Um, and like I said, we will send out the recording of this webinar today, and I will be sure to include all of your contact information when we send that recording out, so that if people want to get in contact with you or anything like that, that they can. Karen or Lane, did you all have any questions or anything for Kian?
Hi, Kian. I just wanted to congratulate you. This was honestly a very remarkable piece that you have added into our communities. Social emotional learning is part of our environmental engagement for what we do for One More, One Less mentoring. I'm actually the Hispanic liaison and engagement coordinator. So I will be definitely reaching out to you. We will be having upcoming events, and I would love for you to host a workshop with us soon so that we can also have that availability out for our communities. We work with Black and Brown underserved communities. So I'm more than willing and more than capable to figure out how we can get this part of our program. So thank you so much and congratulations. It's a wonderful piece.
Thank you. And the book also comes in Spanish as well.
Perfect.
So if you need any Spanish copies, I can get those printed up for you too as well.
Thank you. I really needed to hear that. I really love the fact that there's people that are putting in the work for both of our communities. It's very hard to find people tackling all angles. So congratulations and thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm looking at a program where our kids are a little younger and less traumatized. Let's say
Hmm.
we're out in Garrett County, and it's still a lot of single parents, a lot of anger issues, and a lot
Mm.
of inability to communicate with each other without yelling, without
Yes.
uh, hands-on horseplay. That's all comes with with the package. But and I wouldn't have it any other way. Coloring time is great to be able to find something to focus it on for that.
Right.
And it's amazing, I'm 62 years old, and I'm in semi retirement, working just a couple days in the afternoons, and it's other people's kids. I went through my own issues where the family time years. Never had a family of my own, so
Mm.
I uh, I feel like it's good to be out in the community and in contact with not only the younger people I work with, but the younger people that are coworkers,
Right.
making a difference. So I appreciate your work, sir.
Thank you.
It's to find a niche where you can take art and education and intelligence and caring and put it all in one package. That's great. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for that.
My pleasure. Glad to have you here.
All right. Well, again, thank you so much, Kian, for coming in and sharing this resource and everything. I think it's helpful to programs and everything, and we'll continue to put information out about this resource, put it out to our network so that more people know about it and everything. We'll share this video with everyone so that they can see sort of the preview of the book and everything. And yeah, well, thank you all so much for today. It was short and sweet, but I think we got a lot of really great information and everything. And I guess if there's no more questions, we'll just go ahead and give you all back some time in your day, and there's never quite enough hours in the day, so it's always nice to get a little bit of time back. And don't forget, we have another webinar on Friday. It's specifically, it's mostly geared towards Baltimore City programs. We have a fantastic young man who graduated from Baltimore Polytechnic High School. He is at the University of Maryland right now, but he created an app to help connect families and youth programs where they can just kind of go on and see what those youth programs are in the area, and youth programs can go on and kind of upload their events and stuff like that, so that everybody can find an easy way to figure out what's going on in Baltimore City. And hopefully if it's a success there, maybe we can talk Brandon into expanding throughout the state of Maryland, and keep expanding out there and everything. But young man growing up in Baltimore, we wanted to definitely give him an opportunity to get out there and show you all about his app. So please join us for that. And with that, we will have a great afternoon. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording, and y'all have a good day.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you for having us, Crystal. Thank you guys so much. It was a
You're
pleasure
welcome.
meeting you all.
Thank you for joining.
See you guys on Friday, God willing.
Great. Bye.
Bye.